Chief Minister Revanth Reddy has firmly condemned the abusive language and harmful behavior on social media. In a speech in the Assembly, Chief Minister Reddy expressed concern over the inappropriate posts concerning women and children, warning that strict action would be taken against those who overstep the bounds of decency. He even went on to say that violators will be stripped and paraded. Listen in.
జర్నలిస్ట్ గానోని క్రిమినల్ కిందనే చూస్తాము. ఆ క్రిమినల్స్ని ఎట్లా జవాబు చెప్పాలనో గట్లనే చెప్తాం. ముసుగేసుకొని వస్తే ముసుగు ఊడవికి బట్టలు గుడ్డలు ఊడదీసి కొడతా అని చెప్తున్నా. నేను తమాషా చేయొద్దు, అన్ని చట్టపరంగానే చేస్తా. చట్టాన్ని పరిధి నేను దాటను. ప్రతిదానికి ఒక శిక్ష, ఒక విధానం ఉంది. ఏది కూడా పరిధి దాటను, ఎందుకంటే నేను ముఖ్యమంత్రిని. చట్ట పరిధిలోనే అన్ని శిక్షలు ఉంటాయి. జర్నలిస్టులకు కూడా నా సూచన, ఎవరు జర్నలిస్ట్.
Now let's go across to my colleague Uma Sudhir, who's joining us live on the phone. Uma, help us understand now that Revanth Reddy has made these comments that there'll be dire consequences for the imposters. What can we expect in terms of the legal point of view, really?
So Revanth Reddy has taken a very serious view of what has happened in Telangana. You would recall that just a couple of days ago, two women who had posted on social media certain abusive, derogatory comments about the Chief Minister. Rather, they had amplified those comments. They had been taken into custody, booked under multiple sections of the law, and in fact sent to jail. And now in the Assembly, Revanth Reddy has raised this question about who really is a journalist. He says the media organizations need to sit together and decide what defines a journalist. And he in fact says that you give me a list of journalists, and those who are not in that list will actually face a lot of criminal action, because if they are going to go around trolling people and abusing them and using derogatory language, it is not going to be tolerated. He says he may even bring in a new law to deal with these kind of cases. Three things that he has said here that we must take note. He has said that his own family members, women in the family have been abused and trolled, and he is not going to take a light view of this. Second point that he is pointing out is that he will stay within the purview of the law. He says that I am not trying to do any kind of an action which is not defined by law. I will only take action that is defined by law. But he says that this will not be tolerated. What I must point out is that there have been exchanges between him and the BRS leader, Mr. K.T. Ramarao, as well, where there was a video of Revanth Reddy, who had in fact said that the BRS, that is leaders of the BRS who are believing that they are having a great stature, were sent on the stretcher by the people of Telangana, and he said they could even reach the mortuary. So while K.T. Ramarao took that personally to, as though it was targeted at KCR, the former chief minister and father of KTR, Revanth Reddy has now said that he is speaking about the party, that it had been sent on the stretcher by the people of Telangana, and it could go to the mortuary because the BRS party is not doing well. So while this exchange happened, KTR had reacted, calling without taking the name, saying that he is a mad dog and he is going to bite, and his family should in fact take him to a mental hospital. So it reached a new low, the kind of exchanges between the political leaders themselves. But what Revanth Reddy is talking about is anyone else on social media who uses abusive, derogatory language will be dealt with an iron hand, and in fact went to the extent of saying that you can be stripped and paraded and beaten up as well. Back to you.
Thanks, Uma, for getting us all those details. At this point, we're also joined by Narayanan Tirupati, who's the Vice President and spokesperson of the Tamil Nadu BJP. Mr. Tirupati, thank you so much for joining us on NDTV, and help us really understand with Revanth Reddy really making these comments. Do you think these are an extreme step that he's going ahead with?
See, well, filthy abuses against anyone can't and it should not be tolerated. A chief minister, a responsible chief minister, should know what he talks. He should not have said that the people would be stripped and paraded, whoever comment filthy about his family. See, while his partyman uses filthy language against the opposition and their families, you have been keeping quiet, and you are keeping quiet, you are enjoying. You should not do that. You are chief minister not for a party, for the state. So any politician, any leader should understand that they are common, and if any filthy language is being used, definitely there are sections, there are laws to handle them. But you can't say that we will parade them in the road and they'll be beaten up. How can a chief minister talk like this? That is wrong. This is selfishness.
Mr. Tirupati, as you also mentioned that as a Chief Minister of Telangana, he has a lot of responsibility, and not only for the party, but he also made these comments that though violators who are imposing as journalists, would also be paraded and stripped. Do you think that's just a comment that is unnecessary from somebody of a Chief Minister?
That's what. See, the Chief Minister should have said that he will deal with people who talks in abusive language, not only against his family, against any family. That is the role of the Chief Minister. That is the duty of the Chief Minister. But while only his family, he is bothered only about his family. And he is not bothered about people who accuse us, who abuse us in a filthy language, derogatory language against anyone. He should have made that statement. That he doesn't do. So, it is unbecoming of a Chief Minister to use this word. He cannot go against the law. How can somebody be, you can say that they will be stripped and they will be paraded in the street and beaten up. That a Chief Minister should not have said.